It is late February as I'm filming this. In 2025 May, I said I was going to make a Q&A video. That never ended up happening because I fell out of love for making YouTube videos. But look, here I am Look, here I am again, filming YouTube videos again. And I'm like, why not make the Q&A video? Because I already said I might. Why not? So here I am. I asked some questions on my Instagram story. I also asked some questions on my broadcast group on Instagram. If you want to keep the most updates with me, you should probably join the broadcast group. I'm not really sure how to start a Q&A video, especially because like this is not meant for the broader audience. That sounds bad, but like this is for people who follow me, right? So I know how to start this. Let's start off with the questions. Yay! So the first question, which is going to be probably the hardest question today, is which fictional character do I relate to the most? Hard ass question. What the It's a hard question just because I tend to relate to characters that I love a lot, and whichever character I am fixated on in the moment, it turns out to be the character I relate to the most. But for the longest time, ever since I found out about these characters, these have been characters I related to, which are Chiaki Nanami and Marion Kitagawa, both from Danganronpa and My Dress Up Darling, respect to whatever that word is. First, for Chiaki, number one, she's a gamer. I do not play as much video games as I used to, but I used to be a big gamer, especially when I was younger, like 3 or 4 years ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago. Um, I'm also a very sociable person. Like, I make videos for my hobby. I go to conventions for my hobby. I talk to people for my hobby. I talk in these videos for my hobby. I'm not unsociable, but it's in a sense that like I'm quite insecure about my capabilities and everything I do. And while Chiaki is not the most insecure character, she's still more shy and reserved, and I kind of relate to that. That social anxiety does not present itself in the stereotypical way that like I'm scared to talk to people, but it's always in the back of my mind that like, oh, you're not good enough for this, blah 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 blah. So I find myself to relate to Chiaki for that. And then Marin, I'm a cosplayer, I'm a nerd. I relate to obviously that part of her loving cosplay. Even if she gets 3 likes on her post, she's so passionate about it. She loves taking cosplay photos. She loves making friends with other cosplayers. That's something that I love to do, but also her passion for the hobby. Even if it wasn't cosplay, let's say Marin's hobby was glass making. I don't know. I would still feel that passion for her because I find myself to be very passionate about crafting, very passionate about this video creation thing, very passionate about going to conventions, very passionate about Garu fashion. She's also a gal. I feel like I should also relate on that part, but yeah, it's something I do relate to a lot. And I feel like because we are on the mention of gals, Momo popped into my mind. I love Momo because once again, her passion, her feisty attitude, her cute fashion style, and her nerdiness, as well as her being a bad bitch. But that could just be me being cocky. Don't let me be too cocky. I did get someone asking me what's my favorite color. I don't know if I should answer this. I really don't. Don't piss me off. My favorite color is pink, and it will always be pink. Everything on my page is pink. Half of the stuff in my room is pink. You can't see it, but my pink water bottle inside my pink makeup bag with my pink hair pliers on my pink pillows with my pink shoes. I love pink. I'm the most stereotypical girl on earth. I love pink. The next question was, what is my favorite movie? My favorite movie would probably be either Avatar, I believe 2009 Avatar, not Avatar The Last Airbender, but Avatar with the blue people. I am so deeply in love with that movie. And yes, it is your most basic white saviorism, I don't know, white man learns about indigenous culture movie in the world, but it's so beautiful. It is so absolutely gorgeous. I am in love with that film. I'm in love with the setting. I'm in love with the world building. It continues on in Way of Water. I don't like Way of Water more, but it's still a great movie. And yeah, I think Avatar. If not, then it would be Venom. Venom, just because I was really into Venom Spider-Man and I watched it for my birthday and I loved it. Next question is, what is my favorite analog horror? I don't watch analog horror. I think there was like a painter series where this guy would paint images of like the people he killed. That was spooky. I don't watch analog horror. I'm not a horror girl. Like, I'll do a few horror video games, and by horror video games I mean like a handful of Silent Hill. Y'all are not getting me on those creepy indie shits. Never. I'm so sorry. Those creep the shit out of me. I can't. We have another hard question. What inspired you to start doing cosplay, and do you have any advice for people who are just starting to get into it? What inspired me to get into cosplay is obviously my love for anime and gaming, but it was also seeing other cosplayers on social media. I loved Halloween. I loved Halloween and I wanted an extension of that. So I looked up online for people's Halloween costumes, and then that eventually added to, cosplay, because I couldn't be just looking for people's Halloween costume only on Halloween. And I absolutely fell in love with cosplay. I actually would have started cosplaying sooner than I had. I started cosplaying in about 2021, right as the COVID pandemic lifted. Like we just got out of the main lockdown and we can start going back to school and stuff. I remember I was in the beginning of high school, around Halloween time, which is when I started cosplaying in grade 9. But I could have started sooner because Toronto Comic Con was happening during March in 2020 when I was in middle school. But we all know what happened. So I could have started cosplaying in grade 7 because I had a Spinel cosplay that my grandma made for me for Halloween that I didn't really get the chance to wear, but I was gonna be able to wear it at Comic Con, but that did not end up happening. I'm still so mad. My parents' birthday gift to me was I'm not yeah, their birthday gift to me that year, I think I was turning 13, was Comic Con tickets, and I could never end up going. And that just sucks so bad. It sucked so bad. But that's basically what got me into cosplay. For advice for someone who wants to get into the cosplay hobby, it's the stupidest advice, but just go do it. Just do it, Cosplay is not a hobby where you need to have the perfect this and the perfect that. I'm not going to tell someone to buy an Arna wig and to go to Fabricland and get their silk brocades to start sewing. Just do it. If you want to cosplay, I don't know, Danganronpa character, look at what pieces you have in your closet and throw your wig or even your hair with some gel. I started cosplaying with pieces in my closet and 2 wigs that I bought on Amazon for $20. You are not going to see those photos ever. I don't know. Bro. I love cosplay. I'm very happy that I got into it. I got into it around the perfect time because it was just after COVID, so it was after the 2020 boom of popularity of cosplay. So it was a nice time to get into it. My favorite cosplay that I've done, Marie Rose, without a doubt, Marie Rose. It's my most detailed cosplay to date, but I also say that for every single time I make another competition build. Before I finish Marie Rose, my favorite cosplay was my Tamaki. Before I finished my Tamaki, my favorite cosplay was my Ayane. Before I finished Ayane, my favorite cosplay was Nero. It really depends on what my competition build is that I finish at the time is, because I know the second I finish Sienko, that's gonna become my favorite, because I learned so many new skills when working on different cosplays that it just ends up being like the love of my life. But when it comes to craftsmanship cosplays, maybe Nessa. But yeah, Chiaki's a pretty good cosplay for me if I ever choose to go back into the wig. I also like Tatsumaki. It's a cosplay that's easy to it's basically a shake and go cosplay. If I ever need something to do, just shake and put that cosplay on. I also like the way my Tamari looks, and a lot of people do like the way my Tamari looks, so I'll probably bring it out more. But yeah, those are the cosplays, my favorite cosplays, I guess. Next is my least favorite food, chocolate. I hate chocolate. And people are like, oh my gosh, you love sweets, because I'm a sugar addict. I will eat down an entire bulk foods or bulk bar, whatever that store is called. I will have ice cream till the day I am dead. I love a good sweet treat, but I can't stand chocolate. I'm so sorry. It's so nasty. Chocolate flavored milk, chocolate ice cream, chocolate bars, chocolate candies. I don't care. I hate it. The cheap chocolates I hate. The expensive. I've had expensive chocolate. It's nasty. Even the smell of chocolate repulses me. I hate it. I hate chocolate so bad. The next question is, how long have I been cosplaying for? And if I've ever played the Uma Musume. So, I've not played Uma Musume. I've watched a few episodes of the anime. I'll continue watching the anime. The gacha game, the way that it's formatted is not really my style. I think I downloaded the app and I deleted it 20 minutes after. Yeah, I like the anime. My TV at home has the plays Uma Musume on one of the channels, so that's pretty cool. And then how long have I been cosplaying for? 4 years. When it reaches October 2026, it'll be 5 years. So I've been cosplaying for 4 years. I've been crafting my cosplays properly for about 2 years now. But yeah, cosplaying for 4 years, crafting properly for 2 years. That really puts things into perspective. Can you do a backflip? Why haven't you learned to do it? And none of that because I can hurt my neck nonsense. I actually, okay, my uncle is from Trinidad, right? And he came to Canada when I was in like grade 1 or grade 2 around that time. And he did gymnastics back home in Trinidad. It was like, I could teach you how to do a backflip. So I did do a backflip and then we did it again and I sprained my neck and I was stuck like this for 2 days straight. I've not done a backflip again. So I'm sorry to say, like, yes, it is that, oh no, I'm going to hurt my neck nonsense, but I'm sorry, I'm not straining my neck again. I am traumatized from childhood, babes. I'm not doing that again. Never. So have I been to Australia? No. And I do not plan on going to Australia. I don't really see myself as a traveling person. Like, I'd like to go places to do things, but I'm not really, let me go all across the world, you know? I like the beaches and I live in Canada. I'm not too far from the Caribbean. I could just go there if I want to go to like a sand beach. And other than that, I maybe want to travel to like Japan, which of course I want to travel to. Look at me. Look at my room. Of course I want to travel to Japan. And that's it. What is the cosplay that I feel the most confident wearing? That is a really great question because I feel very insecure in most of my cosplays. Shocker, like I did not speak about how insecure I am as a person earlier. But when it comes to the cosplay that I feel the most confident wearing, maybe Rabbit Hole Miku. It makes me feel very hot. It makes me feel very sexy. I look good. Do I not? Like, we know how I look. I feel very confident wearing that cosplay. And yeah, I think it's probably Rabbit Hole Miku. If not, then my Tamari, just because I got so many compliments on that cosplay at the Collector Super Show that I was at this weekend, the convention that I posted a lot of media for. Check out my Instagram if you want to see me doing media for cons. But yeah, probably Rabbit Hole Miku or Tamari from Naruto. What country is your flag from? The one you saw on the halftime show. So I'm just gonna go through the entire ancestry. There were 3 flags I saw on the halftime show, but the main one I'm most surprised about is Saint Lucia. Saint Lucia is a smaller island in the Caribbean. It is while the official language is English, everyone speaks Creole, French, basically, French patois, as people like to say. So it's Saint Lucia. There's also Trinidad and Jamaica. That's where you find my ancestry from. But I am a Canadian. I am Canadian down. I was born in Canada, spent most of my life in Canada. Like, I'm very Canadian, babes. Have I ever cosplayed May Shiruni? Yes and no. So I have the cosplay, I have the wig, I have everything. I just have not taken actual photos of it. Like, I've taken photos of me trying on the cosplay. I'm not even sure I have the photos to pop up and show y'all. But yeah, I do plan on cosplaying her very soon. It's just because I haven't gotten the chance to cosplay, number one, because of like school. But I'm on my reading week, which is why I'm filming this video. And also storage on my phone. Because I've been doing so much con media, there's been a lot of, like, you know, obviously I'm filming a lot on my phone for these conventions. So I have not been getting the chance to take photos and stuff for these conventions. But soon, my phone will be free. Very soon. And then I will cosplay May. I will also cosplay, like, do photos of Tamari. I can't wait for that. Probably, honestly, tomorrow. After I film this. So it'll probably be, those cosplays will probably be done by the time I film, like, post this video. And the last question of today is my favorite Devil May Cry song, Spitting Fool. It's not a pretty popular song. It is a instrumental track, but I am so in love with it. It's a very techno track. I will play a clip of it right now. It's like dun, 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 I love it. I love it so bad. And yeah, I love that song. But that's it for the Q&A. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go into the outro because I feel like I should actually film an outro. If you watch this stupid video, I want to say thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate any time you guys watch my videos. And when it comes to like questions, don't feel scared to like DM me or tag me in a comment and ask me a question. I try to respond to DMs unless I'm gonna be so honest. If you're just DMing me hi, I'm not responding. But if you have a question about how you do cosplay, if you have a question about me, if you have a question about literally anything, just shoot me a DM or reply to my comment on Twitter or something, because I'll probably reply. Maybe if I see it. My Instagram's bugging out, so I have not been able to see any comments. But other than that, once again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to check out more of my content, I post daily on Instagram, TikTok, and I post sporadically on Twitter whenever the fuck I get a thought. Like, I will probably put out 20 tweets a day if I have my phone on me for the entire day. If you want to support me monetarily, see my cosplay sets, see the full Tamari and Mace sets when they come out, you can follow me on my Ko-Fi. And that's it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!